Hello everyone and welcome to another battle report and number 3 in the series where we had a nice gaming day with our gaming group. It is my Wood Elves that face off the High Elves who got pretty massacred against demons. Let's see if we can do anything different in this match. Yeah, I really missed to take a picture of all his characters, but the lists are all the same as in the previous battle reports. So if you want to know more about them, just look at the battle report for this one. But yeah, here as he's anointed on the Flame Phoenix. His dragon actually broke between the games, so he has this Manticore as a proxy for a Frost Phoenix. Then a group of Silver Helms, a Dragon Princess, another group of Silver Helms, his Mage and BSB behind him, and Great Eagles. His Bolt Thrower inside the Ruins, and his Anointed on a Frost Phoenix. And yeah, he left a big enough gap for my Wave Watchers to deploy to right of him, which I do not complain about. And here's the Warlock Riders, same group with Glade Guard as in the last battle report inside the tower. Wild Riders with some Sisters of the Thorn behind them. You have the 6 Treekins, 15 Glade Guards with a my level 4 Spellweaver. Also my characters you can see in the previous battle report, which I was in. But it's the same as I almost always use nowadays. And yeah, you see 3 men, Great Eagle, 10 Glade Guards, my BSB, and some War Dancers in front of him. And to the far left you see a unit of more Wild Riders, basically. And I also have 2 units of Glade Riders in ambush. Now he actually won the role to go first, and he tried a long charge on my Wild Riders. I completely missed to take picture of the Vanguard, but I didn't Vanguard that much, just moved them up a little bit. He needed like a double 6s, he thought, what the hell, why not try it? So he tried it, didn't get it, and bumped into the forest, who proved to be a fungus forest. Yeah, there's the failed charge of the Phoenix. Otherwise, he just moves up, and by this point I was almost crapping my pants. The last thing you want to experience as a Wood Elf player is to have your enemy right up your business before you can even shoot an arrow at him. So yeah, having those knights that close to my lines just doesn't feel really any good. You can also see his Frost Phoenix moving up against the War Dancers. Here you can see the little vanguards I made with the Sisters and the Wild Riders, and with the Warhawks. But he decides to just try to move himself away from the Wave Watchers and the Warhawks. Try to kill off my fast cav. Yeah, that's about it. Magic, nothing happened. I dispelled everything he threw at me. His Bolt Thrower didn't kill a single model in the shooting phase, and no combats. So yeah, Wood Elves turn 1. I charged the War Dancers into the Silver Helms that were closest, getting them out of the forward arc of the Frost Phoenix. Which is really nice, that gives me one more turn to try to do anything about it. My Wild Riders just moves up to the flank of the Anointed. My BSP moves up to try to shoot out one of his characters. The Great Eagle stands firm. 3 men moves up, gets precisely within 12 inch from the Silver Helms behind the wood. My Treekins charges the Dragon Princess and actually gets into their flank, which is really nice. I really hope they can achieve something there. Otherwise you see the Warlock Riders and the Wave Watchers just closing in on the Bolt Thrower and the back of his army. And the Sisters as well, yeah, here's a better picture of that. During magic phase I get off I tried to cast Mind Racer on the War Dancers, but he scrolled it, so the scroll is gone. But I managed to get off a miasma on his bolt thrower, lowering his ballistic skill by 1. Still something. And during shooting phase, I think it was my Waystalker that actually killed Caridrian. And that was huge. Really nice. At the same time, the Wave Watchers killed, I think it was 8 Silver Helms. I was rolling like a god in this shooting phase. And I think this was generic Glade Guards that actually killed the Bolt Thrower. He was in range with the True Flight Arrow, still hitting 3s. Just needed 2 6s and I got him. And here, yeah, another unit of Glade Guards killed off the Mage pretty easily, since he only had his 2+ against first wound, and I think I got like 7 or 8 hits. And I managed to again roll like a god and getting like 5 or 6 wounds through, which killed his only mage. His BSB, I popped the Hail of Doom arrow on my BSB, and that just destroyed him. And yeah, combat. You see here, charge in. I think he did like 1 or 2 wounds on me. I think he did 2 wounds on me. I think I killed 4 after Dragon Helms. And since he didn't kill the last wound, I still wouldn't have been steadfast. But yeah, I have 2 ranks. He had 1 rank, he wasn't steadfast. I won by a crap load, and he doesn't have any PSB or general anymore. So he has a general, but it's out of range. So he broke, and I overran into the flank of the Silver Helms. And because of the combat with War Dancers, I got the opportunity to fight with them again. The War Dancers, I used the Killing Blow dance. I managed to kill 1 Silver Helm, I believe. He killed 3 War Dancers. But with the 3 Keen in the flank, they killed like 3 or 4 more. With the charges, with the flank, with the downhill even from the War Dancers. He was basically on Snake Eyes, or 3 or 4 or something. And he broke. And the War Dancers overran into the flank of the Phoenix. Now, this is a combat I do not really want, but yeah, the War Dancers have done their job. If they can hold him up in his turn, that's just amazing for me. I wouldn't mind. Over to High Elves, turn 2. He decided to he passed the Monster's Reaction test on his Phoenix, and it tries to make a long charge against... Oh, it was not a long charge, it needed like a 6 or a 7 on my Glade Guard unit with the Spellweaver, and I decided to flee. And he didn't catch them, so he just stumbled forward like an inch or 2 or something. At the same time, his Anointed tried to charge my small group of Glade Guards. It was also a pretty long charge. I think he needed like a 9. Not impossible, but he failed it anyways, and just moved forward, bumped into the forest once again. And he has no shooting, he has no magic, so in combat, yeah, he kills... I do the 3+ ward save dance with War Dancers. He manages to kill 3 of them. I think they did actually 2 or 3 wounds on the Phoenix, which is huge, making them actually win combat, but the Phoenix stuck anyways. And yeah, over to Woodlands turn 2, the Treekins. No questions, just charge the Frost Phoenix. The Wild Riders charge the flank of the Anointed on the Flame Phoenix. Over here you see everything moving up against these remaining units. The Glade Guard is just... They rally, they can't even shoot, they just rally and face that direction. Here you can also see my ambushers coming in. And yeah, this is how it looks like after movement phase. My Way Watchers moves into the the ruins to get some cover at least. I do believe they're out of line of sight of the Silver Helms if he wanted to charge them. Can't remember. But everything else is out of range or out of line of sight of him. Just moves up all the poison to try to do something about the Phoenix. And this is how it looks like from above. Or above. A bit closer, you can see all the units surrounding the Silver Helms. And yeah, during the magic phase, I get off the Withering. I roll a 5, his toughness 1. Doesn't look too good for him. And yeah, in the shooting phase, they all die to a man. Between all the poison attacks and the Gladiator unit in the tower, I managed to kill off the Phoenix. In close combat, yeah, the War Dancer didn't do any wound on the Frost Phoenix. The Phoenix killed him pretty easily in return. And also I think he made a wound on the Treekins and stomped the War Dancer to death. But yeah, I still made like a wound to him, I still won combat. And this time he broke. And the Wild Riders, yeah, without any question, they just annihilate the Anointed. The damage output they have is just, yeah, it kills stuff, basically. Phoenix didn't do any wounds in return. He had like, I don't know, minus a ton. He broke. He fled over this this march, which we randomly rolled for, and it was a Kemrian quicksand. And if you don't know what it is like you need to take a dangerous terrain test, and if you fail it, the model is dragged to their doom with no armor saves of any kind allowed. And yeah, you see his dangerous terrain roll over there. Yeah, it was still lost for him, but yeah, that's just defines the game. I had so much lucky rolls, and he couldn't make an armor save if his life counted on it. It's just so much bad luck. So yeah, that's the end of the battle. This is how it looked like. He has a fleeing Frost Phoenix. And here's how it looks out over here. Woodlands everywhere. And yeah, Astray victory. I don't know what to say really. The dice gods were on my side in this battle. I was really frightened this first turn when it was so close with everything, but the flank charge of the Treekins just, yeah, it was beyond every hope I could. Yeah, his poor rolling, all the game. Yeah. No, nothing more to say. It wasn't an enjoyable victory. I never liked to win like this with his unlucky rolls and my lucky rolls. Victory in turn 2, yeah, but still, I hope you enjoyed it in some universe or some part of you. Stay tuned for a much better battle report. Thanks for watching.